decide to go to Dettifoss yesterday. We did that because we almost died yesterday.
And like when he says that we like almost died, it's not like, yeah man, like we almost died. It's like for a span of 3 hours, like there's a possibility of death.
Leaving was already a little bit daunting just because of what was said to us before we left. Oh, the roads up north are really bad. You might have to just go south, like blah blah blah. You won't be able to make it. Nope.
That's not an option.
Nope. Like they're like, oh, some crazy people. They try and do the entire island in 7 days, and we're like, yeah, those people are nuts, eh? Yeah, those people are crazy. Oh.
What kind of a person? What kind of a person?
Who would ever try and do that?
As nice as it was to know that we were gonna get out of there and like continue our journey, it was kind of sad to like leave. After almost 2 full days of living with this family, they like became like family to us.
Yeah.
It was actually really sad leaving. And then we finally got to the roads that were closed yesterday.
Yeah, anyway.
So we took it slow.
Yeah, we took it
safe.
Marcus was driving on for the day.
But we got there. You know, I'd rather get there half an hour later than not get there at all. Like, I have a lot of faith in my own driving. But there were points yesterday when I was actually like...
Yeah. When we got to the road that led to Dettifoss, it was actually shut down and our car got stuck.
The road was open. There were patches where we thought we were gonna have to push it. And eventually we did try and like continue on, and it got stuck. We had to pull that out.
And we found another unlucky fellow who had a car stuck. Helped him get unstuck, and we started the 2-kilometer trek towards Dettifoss. It was a 15-minute walk on my phone. 15 minutes, 2 kilometers, sounds about right.
And we just took it. Like that, we just took it, man. We're like, yeah, 2 kilometers, yeah, we'll be there.
And James was like, yeah, it's a 2K walk. You were skeptical about doing the 2K walk, and then everyone was just kind of like,
And you got all hyped up about it.
Yeah,
You're like,
the best part.
You're like, dude, we're going. And then as soon as you got hyped up about it, James changed his mind.
Yeah.
Was like,
can't say no.
Can't say no.
all right, dude, we're going. And I'm in the car. I'm like, wait, we're going? Boy, all right.
So we got layered up. We looked like badasses in that storm. It was sick. It was sick, dude.
If you're not like covered in snow, though, it's not that cool.
No, it's not.
I had scarves, hat, balaclavas, mittens, the whole thing.
2 hats, 4 upper layers.
We were ready to go.
So every single time we looked at the weather, we would look at Reykjavik. Like, oh yeah, it's 0, it's +3, whatever. It's around to what it is in Toronto.
Don't do that. Do not
Look
make
what
that
it is up
mistake.
north. Look at like the most northern part, and then prepare for that. Because we didn't. The walk was brutal.
The walk was brutal. Honestly,
we were walking down the road, and we're like, okay, we're probably like halfway there already. And then we hit the actual trails. Yeah. Just posts in the
3
ground.
feet of snow.
And then we got to the point where we actually had to hike the trail to Dettifoss. And man, it was like digging post holes with your legs. You would take a step and it would go down to your knee easily.
It was like
Josh's hip.
it was like playing with your luck.
Yeah.
Because some steps your foot would like kind of just like go under, like oh, like safe. Other steps you're pushing through the entire
Through the
thing.
entire thing.
Field day.
Yeah, they had signs like
And everyone thought
all
I was
the
a
way
loser.
through the trail. It was like, oh, you know, I think the first one was 800 meters.
Yeah.
It's like 800 meters away, and then it was 400 meters away, and then it was 200 meters away, and every time it just felt like it was getting longer and longer. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
They always say there's always a million reasons not to do something. You gotta find that one reason to do it, and the whole time, the whole walk, I was like, God, this sucks. But then every time I thought that to myself, I was like, we've already made it this far. You know, I haven't come all this way just to turn around, not do what we said we were gonna do.
But dude, it was all worth it.
Yeah.
When we took those final few steps towards like the observing area of the waterfall, you could hear it in the background, and it's just like all those negative feelings kind of
You were
just like
yeah.
go left through.
Yeah.
And then you saw it.
And you're like, yeah, this is sick.
It's like, dude, we made it. And like, it's a waterfall. Like, it's nothing we haven't seen before.
But it was just like the journey there.
We worked to see that waterfall.
We almost died.
That's what made it special.
sweet, now let's do this. We ain't the cool kids. Still on Joel, Otis, Gray, ready to prove this. No reason to be stepping aside. We run for the bucks, on that chase every time. So we just coasting and hoping that you'll be sharing this. Help you find that old school groove, so you'll say there it is. Always treat her mad, not no one wants tomorrow, and we always kicking it. Repping Melbourne to Toronto. Yep, you know I'm pursuing what most.
All right, now we gotta check back, and
Yeah.
that was when it actually started getting frightening.
I started not having fun on the way back.
Because
we knew we had a time limit.
Yeah, we knew we had a time limit. The sun was going down, at least because the snow winds were like the snow was picking up. It was blowing straight across, like it was starting to cover up all the guiders. So like at one point, I didn't even really know we were going in the right direction.
We realized the sun's starting to go down, and the wind's starting to pick up. Faces are getting absolutely destroyed by the wind. I think my eyelids froze together a couple times.
Pretty sure we didn't take the same path back.
I started planning for the worst. Like it was like, all right, if we have to sleep in the car, we're gonna have to pitch the tent, put everything in the tent,
Actually.
all like cuddle up in the back
Like
seat.
we're really lucky we had so much gas in that car.
Yeah,
That was
we
the only
did.
reason I wasn't really worried about it.
Yeah.
My asthma starts kicking in, so I'm like wheezing my way through the Arctic winds as like I start losing feeling in my face. And I just started having a bad time. It wasn't fun at that point. I got a battle scar. I fell a couple times.
Accident prone.
Well, and then the drive. The drive didn't really help either. You probably had 10 feet in front of you, and then it was just a field of white.
We started eating bread, and Mark's was like, dude, just keep feeding me bread. Like it was like 1 for 1. We just kept on munching. I'm like,
an
bro,
entire loaf of bread with
dude,
nothing on
yeah,
it.
I'm like, dude, do you want to? No, dude, just keep feeding me bread.
Just give me the
Okay,
bread.
dude, like,
The sustenance gave me the energy to make it through the storm.
Marcus, a good man? No, okay.
I'm in the front like.
Let's roll.
And then we got out of that and went to Mavaten. Did the hot springs, nice little cool down.
And then the biggest reward was in the hot springs.
Oh yeah, as soon
Like
as,
such
we,
that- oh,
as
yeah.
soon as we found out that there were like the hot springs basically right around the corner, it took us half an hour to get there after we got back to the car.
Hot springs were sick. Yeah. And it was actually like pretty cool because the water was like geothermally good, so like you were like warm underneath. But your head was out of the water. So every so often we'd feel our hair and it'd be
Frozen.
like frozen solid. I've never felt that like sensation before where my body was like warm, but like my head was frozen.
We went in. I lost my key and I found it. I lost my key. Look at me right now. I lost my key and I found it in the hot springs. That is what happened.
David had his key around his ankle the whole time, pretending he lost it.
Yeah, had his key around his ankle.
It's not his ankle.
Dude, it was intuition.
Intuitive.
That's the only reason why you guys are skeptical about it. It's because I called it the second I went underwater and then found the key.
It was too perfect.
It's a big hot spring. Some would say it would be impossible to find a key under that water.
I know what happened that day. That's all that matters.
Alright boys, give it a hug.
We did it.
We did.
We were at a crossroads. I didn't want to do it. I know James didn't want to do it. Marcus was on the fence. And Dave starts talking, as he usually does. Just basically reminds everybody who we are.
And Josh is like, you know what? Yeah, like we have to. And then Mark's like, okay, but we're bundling the f up. And we were all into it.
This couple walking towards us in the horizon. They look like they went through hell, man. This walk, this hike that we were about to do messed these people up. That walk was absolutely brutal.
But we did it.
And it was the fact that we committed to something and that we were able to go and say that we made it to this waterfall.
And you know what? That was not easy. Millions of people have seen that waterfall. We saw it when you probably shouldn't have.
We were the only 4 people within 50 square kilometers of where we were.
And it was closed. We weren't supposed to do it.
It was like a bonding moment.
And that's something that the 4 of us will always be able to say that we did together.
But if there's any 4 people that I want to die with, probably right there.
You don't find that in everyday people.
I didn't even know where I was going. They just put all their trust in me getting there.
It was definitely a character building experience.
So proud of all 3 of them.
It doesn't matter where you are, you just have to take advantage of that moment.
You can't ask for anything more from anyone else in your life than to just experience with you.
I know Marcus probably cried about this already.
This is something that we're going to share for the rest of our lives, no matter what ever happens to us. It was amazing. Really was.
Sweet, now let's do this. We ain't the cool kids. Dylan, Joel, Otis, Gray, ready to prove this. No reason to be stepping aside. We run for